What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the pack-only Road to FUT Champs. We're starting things off today with a couple of squad builder challenges. We was able to complete a few of the marquee matchups that were available to us. Not anything major or anything like I didn't have enough players, but we do get a two-player pack which contains Parolo and NepentheZ there, so not so bad. Before we get into today's video, guys, first of all, we could drop a thumbs up. The support you guys continue to give to this series is magnificent. Let's try and smash 10k likes. Can you do it? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. And secondly, of course, if you want any PSN or MSP codes, check out gsway.com. The link is in the description below. So I've got some good players, some good BPL players. I started off with Callum Wilson up front and Hernandez at right forward. I changed that around. I had Montero at right forward, but he got 3 or 4 chem. And then some people pointed out in the comment section, but I did realise it on my own accord as well, that a striker would get more chem at right forward than a left wing would, which is a bit mental, but whatever. We start off with our first game against a bronze team with no chemistry, and he gives the win. I thought he would have just quit. I don't know why he's giving wins away. I don't know how I matched up against him. I'll take it. You know, I'll take a free win to start things off with. Can't complain about that. Yeah, once again, guys, appreciate the support you guys have given. I'm really enjoying this series. Like, I've already got through, it's Sunday now, I've still got a few games to play, but I've already got through a lot of games this weekend on this account, just because I enjoy playing with these players, you know what I mean? Like, players that I'm not used to playing with. You know, we found some hidden gems throughout this kind of process. Like, I think that Hernandez card is great, but I'm in a position where I've got quite a lot of cards, quite a lot of players, quite a lot of stuff in the club that I could use for SBCs, for holding on to sell on where necessary. And I'm struggling to find my best team, my best form. I'm struggling to figure out what I should be doing completely. One of the things that people suggest, in fact, the top comment, or one of the top comments on the video from the last episode was from Kieran Ritchie. And he says, use a non-rares for 2-player packs. I have done a fair few 2-player packs. I did a couple on stream yesterday. You'll see those in videos tomorrow and the day after. And look at this, guys. What is this team, man? 96 Red Ronaldo, 94 Suarez, 86 Isco, 86 Iborra, James Rodriguez. What a team that is. I can't believe, like, literally, like, I don't mind coming up against red cards, right? Because I think I'm playing against decent people at this stage. And by the way, what a goal that was from Jovetic. But to see a 96 Red Ronaldo show up on your screen, I was like, oh man, I was like, this is going to be karma for that free win. I'm just going to get shafted every game. Fortunately enough for me, I actually won this game. By the way, if you're wondering why you can't hear any game audio in today's video, sometimes the Elgato is not the best it can be, and all of the audio footage, or like the audio recordings, was corrupt for everything in today's episode, which is gutting. But thankfully it wasn't the video footage too, otherwise I really would be screwed. Yeah, so I've got a lot of gold rare players. I've got quite a few from like the minor leagues that aren't relevant, but most of the gold rares that I've got left that I haven't used in upgrades already are from French League, Bundesliga, BPL, Calcio A, Santander, and then the Turkish League or the Dutch League, basically like leagues where I can complete SBCs in them. And I'm basically just holding on to those ones because I'd rather complete an SBC and get a pack and work towards a potential SBC player than trade it in and upgrade and get probably garbage. With that being said, I don't know if there are enough weeks and enough packs for me to be able to complete these SBCs, because, you know, to find 20 teams in packs randomly, it's going to be really difficult. But we'll see. You know, we'll see how it goes. It might come to a situation where I'm like, look, I'm miles away from doing any SBC in league, you know, such and such, so I'll upgrade them all. I definitely am interested in upgrading them though, but I want to make sure I do it with the right cards at the right time. I'm also in a situation now as well where I've got a whole bunch of bronze packs, you know, loads and loads of bronze players that I can start trading up to silvers and the silvers up to golds. And normally I would say to people that's not value for money, and it genuinely isn't. It's been proven time and time again that it isn't value for money. But on this instance, because this is a pack only account, it might actually be valuable, because getting those 3 common cards, again, could help for SBCs and such going forwards, for the league SBCs, but also could then be traded into the gold rare cards, where we might see ourselves get some good stuff. So I might sit there one day, go through the whole account and upgrade, you know, sell off any player that's worth, say, any bronze worth more than 500, any silver worth more than 1,000, and any gold worth more than 2,000, just sell them all off. Or actually, probably gold worth more than 1,000 as well. So any bronze worth more than 500, and any silver or gold worth more than 1,000, sell them all off, and then whatever's left, just upgrade, and see what we get out of it. Might be amazing. But thank you for the comment. Ross McGuinness says, Nep, if you pack someone like 84 Mandanda who sells for a good amount but is terrible, would you keep or sell? Love from Ireland, keep up the work. Well, thank you for the kind words, dude. And look at this again. Jovetic with another free kick. That is better than the first one as well. That is top bins, man. Like, absolute top bins. There's three things I could do with the Mandanda. I could use him, which I probably would at this stage because Zila is just horrendous. And we started using Mignolet, horrendous. Like, but my goalkeeper right now is super, super bad. So in that instance, I'd probably use Mandanda right now. But truth be told, I would probably keep hold of him for an SBC rather than sell him. Just because if I'm ever going to want to complete, say, a Player of the Month SBC, I'm going to need a high-rated player. Undoubtedly, I'm going to need high-rated players. So if that's the case, I'm going to want to make sure I keep as many of the high-rated BPL players specifically as possible. And use them until I don't need them. But right now, I've got like I could field a full BPL team, a full Calcio A team, a full Bundesliga team, and a full La Liga Santander team. I've got the options, the availability to be able to put together full teams from all the major leagues, and that's because I have hoarded all the players. So once I can refine everything, like after the rewards that we get this week, whatever they may be, Gold 3 most likely, but I might push on to Gold 2 or Gold 1 if possible. Whatever the rewards are that I managed to pick up this time around, after we get what we've got, I'll reassess everything and we'll try and figure out what the best course of action will be. Next up, Cruz Robinson says, I know it's a bad idea to some people, but what's your opinion if EA released an SBC where you trade an 84 rated team and any SBC card for a chance at any other SBC ever untradeable? Yeah, brilliant. I've spoken about this before. I've mentioned this before. I would love this. An SBC pack. So, like you say, you trade in an 84 rated squad plus an SBC card, and you get a random SBC card. Likelihood is you'll keep getting trashed, but you can basically keep recycling the SBC card over and over and over with the 84 team until you get something that you want. And maybe that's why EA aren't interested in doing it, because eventually, you only need so many cards for an 84 rated team. You might only spend 50 or 60k and get yourself an Ibrahimovic or a Costa or a Hazard. Or a Suarez or something, the 94 Suarez. But in principle, I really like the idea. In fact, here's what us doing a 2 rare gold players pack now. In principle, I really like the idea. I think it would be great to have something like that. Maybe not an 84 rated team, but maybe an 84 rated team with an inform. Just so for EA's benefits, it gets rid of more and more players. By the way, we've got the upgraded Trigueros there, which is huge, and an 82 rated Gignac, which again is quite big. That was really nice pickup there for that upgrade. I thought that was definitely well worth it. Trigueros has got a fantastic card. What do you guys think to that sort of SBC? Do you reckon it'd be positive on the economy, negative on the economy, positive in general? Because I know on my road to glory, I've got some SBCs that I didn't do. For example, the Spurs Dembele, and then I've got some SBCs that I've done that I just don't care about. For example, Cahill or Jensen that I don't use anymore. Like so many players that just sit there literally doing nothing that I'd be like, look, let me try and run those through to get a player that I would actually use, a usable SBC. So I think it'd be a good idea, but what do you guys think? Stark Dave says, hey Nep, do you think Draft Champions is a thing that should be added to the game? First and foremost, Draft Champions is in Madden Ultimate Team, I believe, where you should draft a team and play with that team for a fair few matches, 20, 30, 40, and that's it. It will be more equal and fun, and that will test of someone's squad building ability too, and use the same players will be reduced, so they can introduce it while the Foot Champs isn't going on. It would be great if you give your opinion on that. I like the idea massively, dude. In fact, I recommended an idea last year in FIFA on how to benefit the current draft system. I think the draft system should be reworked, because right now you can spend your 15,000 coins or your 300 FIFA points, which has a value of £3, I believe, for 300 FIFA points, right? So it's there or thereabouts, £3. So you're paying £3 to enter this draft. You draft your squad, you go into game one, and you could just get booted off the EA servers, and you get nothing back for that. Yeah, you get your pack at the end, like your round one pack, but if you unfairly get booted off, or if if something goes wrong on EA's end, you don't really typically get compensation for that. So my prospect was that when you draft in the draft, you don't play until you lose. You play the 4 games regardless. and it works on points. So you have draws, or you could do it like Foot Champs, where it still goes to extra time and whatever, and have wins and losses. And the amount of wins you get determines your prize. So if you lose game 1, you might win games 2, 3, and 4. So you get the prize that would be equivalent to right now's semi-final loss prize, right? Or final loss prize, you know, the third tier essentially. So I would like that, or alternatively you could do it with points, where you get a point for a draw, 3 for a win, none for a loss. So you might draw 2 games and win 2 games, you finish with 8 points. 8 points gives you this prize, and that's what you get. Because I think when you draft a team, sometimes it takes a game to get used to the players and used to the formation and stuff, and I think it would be like massively more beneficial to the whole system to allow people to experience playing with a 99 Ronaldo for 4 games guaranteed, rather than potentially just 1 game. With what you suggest, I think that would also be pretty fantastic. Have the draft game mode still. You know, maybe have like a classic draft, as we would know it, which is the current draft system, and then have a draft champions, which instead of 300 FIFA points is 1,000 FIFA points, or maybe even 1,500 FIFA. What's a 100k pack? Maybe like, I don't know, yeah, maybe like 1,000 FIFA points, so a 50k's pack worth. So you spend 50,000 coins or 1,000 FIFA points. You get into the draft champions draft section. You draft your team, and like you say, maybe you play 10 games, and the amount of wins you get based on those 10 games will reward you with a prize. Basically like a mini Foot Champions, essentially. But with draft teams and formations. So you're forced to use the same team, the same formation. I think that would be brilliant. I think that would add a lot to the draft game mode, and I think it would add a lot to people who don't have the time or the ability to play Foot Champions, because A, they're not good enough to qualify, or B, they just don't have time to play 40 games on a weekend. I think that kind of fits perfectly for everywhere. It gives everyone a little bit of everything that they need. Will EA implement it? Only time will tell, dude. But definitely a good idea, and definitely something I'd love to see. Something like that in the game. Ben Hinson says, you keep talking about what you'd like in the new FIFA, but haven't mentioned 2018 World Cup FUT mode. What do you think we should expect? I think we should expect nothing. Because if you start expecting things from EA, you ultimately get let down. But I would love a game mode quite like the was it the Euros? Yeah, the Euro. I would love. No, it was the World Cup before, wasn't it? It was World Cup 2014 game mode. Was it? I can't remember. I can't remember which year it was, but I remember the World Cup game mode. It was brilliant. You got, you know, you every time you bought a pack, it was a 5k pack, but every time you bought a pack, you got a 5k pack also on your main, like your main outside of the game mode, so you never lost out there. You got a player pack after every game that you played, which I thought was brilliant. Every player was untradeable, so once you collected it, that was it. You could either discard it or just keep it in your club. It had no value in that sense. I thought it was a brilliant game mode, and I would love to see something for 2018. I think it would be genuinely phenomenal. Joseph Farouz says, hey Nep, this might be a bad idea, and I don't know if you'll see this. I saw it. But I think there should be opposite wing position changes, such as right wing to left wing and vice versa. Would it be too OP? Love your vids and appreciate the consistent effort. Well, thank you for the kind words, dude. I don't know if it would be too OP per se. I would absolutely love it. I think it would be a good addition to the game. I don't see why it's not in the game. Wingers change positions all the time. Fullbacks, not all the time, I'd say, but like you look at Azpilicueta, like he has the capabilities to play left back and centre back. Like, I don't understand why EA are so stringent on where you're allowed to play these players. I guess mostly for chemistry reasons, to try and help like sell packs ultimately. Do I think we'll see this position change? I don't know, dude. It's been so long since they've changed anything to do with like positions or fitness or anything like that I can't see anything else in the near future. But yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Like, you know, Ronaldo plays striker, plays left wing, plays right wing. Messi plays right wing, plays striker, plays left wing sometimes as well. You know what I mean? Like, before Neymar came about, like, you know, I think when Sanchez was at Barcelona, actually, Messi played a lot of the time at left wing, didn't he? So yeah, again, Sanchez is another prime example. He's played left wing, right wing, and striker for Arsenal. Yet in the game, he's a striker now because he's actually played there all season pretty much, but he was a left wing and you couldn't possibly change him to a right wing until EA released a brand new card with him at striker. It's a bit crazy. Last but not least, Dara Walsh says, hey Nep, I started a pack Road to Glory like this one and I'm really struggling to get coins. I've been opening bronze packs, but it's not really getting me anywhere. Can you please tell me the best way to use my coins? I mean, the best way to use your coins is ultimately to buy bronze packs. What you've got to do, dude, is you've really, like, I got super fortunate on this account, right? I was able to build a pretty decent team straight away, like a full gold team. We went into the daily knockouts, and I qualified on my first attempt, and that was huge for this series because I should have struggled to qualify with the team that I had, even in daily knockouts. Even if you consider me to be a good player or not, I should have struggled with the team that I had in daily knockouts. The fact that I qualified straight away was just a massive stroke of luck, and it really, put us full steam ahead on this series. Because if I didn't qualify straight away, I might have struggled to get into FUT Champs at all for a long time. I might have been in a situation where it was just arduous process of playing games, opening a 5k pack, playing divisions, opening a 5k pack. It might have been like a bit boring. But because we got straight into FUT Champs, we got rewards straight away. We got Silver 3, we got that couple of good packs, some coins to open packs. It was just all good stuff. If you're struggling like that, like you feel like you are, use a bronze pack method is ideal. Just use bronze team. Use any gold team that you can get together. Like a team with the best chemistry, but also the best players that you can possibly throw together, and just start running divisions, man. Honestly, it's the best way in my opinion. Run divisions to the point where you're like bouncing between two divisions. You'll end up picking up enough coins to open a few more packs. Eventually you'll get your team together so that you can qualify for FUT Champs, and that's where it really starts rolling, Anyway guys, that is the end of the gameplay for today. You'll notice again that I left out the 2 losses, but we won 8 games out of our first 10 with the 2 teams. I'm blown away. I was 8 wins and 2 losses on my Road to Glory account with a super team, and here I am, 8 wins and 2 losses. And you can look at the teams that I'm playing against. I'm not playing against bad players or bad teams. A lot of people in the comment section keep saying like, oh, it's the ELO, you're getting matched up. I'm not getting matched up against bad players. I'm playing good players with good teams, and I'm taking them down, and it feels really, really good. Anyway, guys, as you see the stats here, if you could leave a like on the video, this is going to be the end. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace!